All right, we talked about goals and what we're trying to achieve at that convert stage. Now let's talk about what we're trying to achieve at that ascend stage. So again, we're up here in the upper left-hand corner and we're in that ascend stage where we want to sell more and sell more often to the customers and leads we already have. And so what are the big goals here? We want to increase customer value and we want to increase purchase frequency. So when we talk about increasing purchase frequency, we want people to buy more often. And you can see an example of, Harry's here at the bottom there where you see that box around there. They're asking you to set up auto refills to get more, to increase that purchase frequency. They just want you to set up refills so that they're going to send you your razor blades every month, and that's going to get that purchase frequency up. And that makes a lot of sense. What really needs discussion is this difference between lifetime customer value and immediate customer value. So we want to increase customer value. The question is, which one of these two should we be most concerned with? So lifetime customer value is exactly what it sounds like. When we acquire the customer, what is that customer worth throughout the lifetime of that customer? And that's going to have a lot to do. It's a very difficult metric to calculate because it's so far into the future. Right? Like how are they going to buy next year again? Are they going to buy the year after that? And so the calculation doesn't matter as much to companies, especially if they don't have big cash reserves. Like if they're not, if you don't have a big company that's been funded and stuff like that, you're probably more interested in immediate customer value. Like how much is that customer worth to me today? Because I can't acquire the customer and hope that they're going to pay me back over the next 3 to 5 or 10 years. I need to be able to ROI that acquisition today because we're not sitting on a big pot of cash. So let's look at the math behind your marketing again here. Let's look at again the same scenario where we've been driving traffic into a lead magnet. Okay, so this is a piece of content at the subscription stage. And then we deliver that lead magnet up in the upper right. So they opt in for the content marketing hiring guide. And then they get the hiring guide and then we make the $20 offer. That was at that convert stage. But what if we then take the fact that we have their email and we send emails and we say, hey, would you like to buy the little $20 thing? Anybody that didn't buy it immediately, let's make them that $20 offer, and then let's make them a $295 offer and try to ascend. So that's why that stage is called ascension or ascending. Let's look at the scenario again. We got 2 rows. Again, the top one is perfect. The bottom one is less than ideal. So this is a little bit different layout here of this sheet. In the top scenario, you have 1,000 clicks to the landing page. And the first offer, the $20 offer, you get a 10% take rate. So you get 100 new customers. Now, because you were selling a little $20 thing at that convert stage, you now have $2,000 in revenue. And then you immediately make a higher ticket offer. You say, hey, how'd you like this $295 thing or this $495 thing or this $1,000 thing or this $2,000 thing or whatever it is that you're offering that's higher ticket. And so you're saying offer 2, 20% take rate of the 100 that bought the first thing. And so you have 20 new buyers. Let's say that price was $495. You now have $9,900 in revenue on the second offer. And so your total revenue is $11,900 for that campaign. Now, the immediate value of each one of those customers that comes through this campaign is $119. Now, this is what it looks like at the ascend stage, whereas in the convert stage, we were looking to break even. Here, we're looking for high customer value, high immediate customer value, so that we can ROI this customer acquisition immediately. So, how do we calculate this immediate customer value? We take the total revenue and we divide it by the number of customers that we acquired, which was 100 in the first offer. So we divide $11,900 divided by 100. We know that every customer that comes through this campaign is worth $119 because of the way this campaign is converting. And so these are the kinds of numbers you want to be looking at the ascend stage. Now, we can use content to make these numbers improve, right? So if we're not happy with the number of people taking the the 20% conversion rate on the $495 offer, we can use content to increase that. If we're not happy with the 10% take rate, now let's look at a less than ideal situation down here where in scenario 2, you've got 1,000 landing page clicks and you got the exact same scenario where you have 10% take rate, you get 100 new buyers, that's the same amount of revenue. So you're at $2,000 there. Now, you don't make a second offer. You don't put them into the ascend stage. You don't have a second thing to offer them, or you don't make that offer. And so we've got not applicable, not applicable, not applicable for the second offer. And so your total revenue now, as opposed to in scenario 1, was $11,900. In scenario 2, you only have $2,000 in revenue. And you divide that by your 100 buyers, you've got a $20 immediate customer value. So the ascend stage is important. It's important to understand that once you acquired the buyer, once you acquire the lead in the convert stage, you need to have things available to them to ascend them. You have to be able to have immediate customer value if you want to scale. Now, we can use content to improve those conversion rates. I mean, let's look at, every large business understands this concept of ascension. When you walk through the grocery store and they have the little candies and different things available to you along right as you're checking out, that's on purpose, right? They want to increase the basket value. So that's another term for immediate customer value is basket value. So if I'm walking up to the checkout and I've got $100 in my basket, and then I add some batteries and a couple candy bars, my basket value just went up $6-8, right? $10 maybe, right? And so those kinds of merchandising decisions are on purpose. The concept is to increase immediate value. How much is that basket, each basket that's coming through the checkout, how much is it worth? Look at how Kajabi in the software space is using this concept of understanding like immediate value of the customer. If I'm on their page trying to decide if I should be a Kajabi customer, you can choose to be monthly or you could choose to go annually. Which one's going to increase my immediate value is, of course, annual. And so they're incentivizing me to choose the annual because it's more immediate customer value. So you can see here that they're incentivizing me by saying, save 20% with annual billing. And if I choose the annual, I'm going to be more valuable to them today, which again, if you're not a funded company, you don't have tons of cash reserves, you're really looking to maximize immediate value so that you can buy more traffic or pay your employees or whatever it is that you're looking to do. Here's Dave Ramsey. Ramsey Solutions is a great information marketing business. And you can see here that they are bundling a bunch of products together in order to maximize your value today, right? So you want a book from Dave Ramsey, that's great, but how about we bundle all of these things together and increase the amount to $99 and maximize your immediate customer value. Now, in the next video, we're going to be talking about how content marketers anticipate and satisfy intent. We'll see you there.